Many traders are a failure because of the quest for social validation, the pressure to prove a point, I'm a good trader. Forex is like a lion. There are 4 waves in this industry when it comes to the historical perspective of forex trading. And each of these waves has impacts on the mindsets and on the people that were affected. If you are interested in becoming successful and you don't want to join the 95%, you must know these waves and you must investigate it and you must have ability to design them. When people now inherit this mindset, the implication is this: you now come to forex with high expectation beyond what your strategy can deliver. You now see promises that you like to get, and yet they don't have what it takes to give to you. So when you come to the forex market with this faulty foundation, it's difficult for people like me to talk to you. Wow. Most traders that are victim of this wave, you cannot correct them. So you see Nigerians again and again, like CBS, the last one, 1.3 trillion. Yes. People never learn because the quest for quick money, to be rich overnight instead of to be rich over time, is what drives people's greed. And you are going to be shocked about what I'm going to tell you.
Pick the right
how to pick the right mentor, how to know you are on the wrong track. Okay? And who is a mentor? What is a mentor supposed to do? There, I will also be talking about the 4 people you must pay for you to be successful. Okay. And the journey of a successful trader. The number of Forex Academy we have. Everybody, somebody just come to a trader, land after 2 weeks, then he go back and open his own academy because there's no regulation. Then he start charging fee because even his mentor did not show him proof of track record of making money from the market. As a forex trader, you must break your loyalty to a peer if it's not working for you. There are a lot of forex traders that are so loyal to a peer that they do not care if other peers can even pay them money. So every academy is a byproduct of somebody's mindset. If that mindset and ideology is faulty, you inherit that faultiness as a student.
And you pass it on.
And you pass it on to the next generation. So you can have generational ignorance with fault. You can have generational knowledge that is faulty with serious gap. And people believe they are traders just because they are 10 years in the industry. Let me tell you, ability to press the buy and sell button does not make you a trader.
Wow.
Ability to even a 4-year-old child can press the buy button, can press the sell button. That you execute trade came out. You saw Ochimoko. You saw whatever. You saw resistance. You saw doesn't make you a professional trader, an expert trader. I'm saying this on this show. So this is the problem. So people inherit this faulty knowledge, faulty foundation, faulty psychology, faulty transition. And then they pass it on by extending more academy. Because they try the market, it's not workable. Now, let me ask you a question. If the academy is a solution, why do you think we still have 95% failure? The reason is because the people who learned from most academy took what they learned to the market and tested it in the real market. And the market proved that that system, that is a strategy, not a trading system. And it is not profitable consistently. But that strategy was hype and backed up by lifestyle trading, which I am coming to. The 4th wave in the forex industry in Nigeria and Africa, which is the lifestyle marketing and trading. Please listen carefully. The lifestyle is a new industry and a wave. It's a new market out of the forex market.
Wow.
That industry and market cap is huge. It can buy any car and give you any life. Because now people need to now back up what they are doing that is faulty with a lifestyle. so that they can prove to you that Forex works and their strategy is working, so that more money comes in. Remember, I'm not condemning, I am exposing. We are here to bring balance to the industry. That is my mission. 2, we are here to bring clarity to the industry. And 3, we are here to bring something that is workable and sustainable in the industry, because Forex is the most beautiful industry you can find anywhere.
Absolutely.
A trader that is making $100, $200 per month can no longer have a day in the life of a Forex trader, because it has been sold to him or her that if you do not have this kind of a car or this kind of a house or come out of this kind of a building, you are not profitable and you do not have a day. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to me. Listen to me.
This is really intense.
Every time you wake up from that one room, it's a day in the life of a Forex trader. MJ Young is telling you, don't let anybody cloud your judgment. You are doing well.
That you need to have Lamborghini.
That you need to have Lamborghini, big houses. They are good. I want you to know that every day is a day in the life of a Forex trader. Wow. When you wake up and you drink your gari, drink it with joy, because that is part of a day in the life of a Forex trader. Let me tell you, take your pure water. If you cannot afford bottled water, it is a day. The best day of a Forex trader life is not the day when I build house, have my trip. It was the day when I was able to stay alone and come out of my struggle through discovering of a working strategy and discipline.
Welcome to yet another episode on the Patricon Money Show. And today's episode promises to be very, very exciting, because you are going to be learning a lot from a well-experienced trader. He has paid the price to be successful in the trading industry, and he is no other person than Sir MJ Young. You're welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you so much, Mr. Patrick.
Thank you so much for making our time to come to our podcast today.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. And before we go straight into the interview, we would like to take our time to appreciate you guys for showing your support to the podcast by subscribing. And we promise we are always going to be bringing you educative information on this channel. So if this is your first time of coming across the channel, make sure to subscribe and also turn on your notification bell so that you don't miss any updates on the podcast. So my first question to you now is, a lot of people are failing in the industry. People are losing money. So I want to ask, is there a connection with this failure with the history of Forex trading in Africa and in Nigeria in general?
Thank you so much. It's nice, guys, to be with you again. And I remain Sir MJ Young. I'm the CEO of FX Oracle AI Global. You're going to be seeing me consistently on this very show. And I tell you the truth, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be from journeying to journeying, unveiling. Now, I want to say this before I move into and dive into what I want to say today. Is you need to take 1 second and press the subscription button. If not, you might not be seeing us again. And number 2, you need to actually digest whatever I say. You need to pay attention, sit down to digest. You must invest in yourself before you invest in the market. This is not a content creation. This is a drive. It's a passion to be able to help traders. For years, I've not been on any platform in terms of YouTube and maybe Instagram and TikTok. I mean, doing all of this. Is that okay? Yes, people have interviewed me, but this is officially, where I'm going to be showing up on my personal YouTube. Does the failure, not just a beginner, does the 95% people, I'm emphasizing on the 95% people that fails again and again in this industry, does that failure has anything to do with the history of Forex in Nigeria and across the African space? 100% yes. Really? In fact, Patricon, how you start anything will decide how you last. Who introduced you into anything and how you were introduced will determine the mindsets that will drive you in that thing, the expectation and the discipline.
Wow.
For example, let me be frank, for other part of the world, I want you to listen. For example, in Nigeria, taking Nigeria as a case study in the military and the police, you will find that the uniform is not what people actually just respect. People do not respect the military more than the police just because of the uniform. It is because of the mindset that is introduced that brings the discipline to the military.
Wow.
So you will discover that when people see a military man in Nigeria, one military man can control 100 people, and yet even 50 policemen may not be able to do that job.
Very true.
Because the respect emanates from somewhere. So you can trace that respect to the discipline and the history and the mindset that is given to these people as military men during their training.
Okay.
So this is the same thing with Forex. When it comes to the Forex industry, you must understand where this industry started from. How did this industry came into this country? What is the industry background in Nigeria? And how does it affect the trader?
Wow.
Is that okay? So how you are introduced, like I said, is a cornerstone statement, determines how far you will go. What you were told. If you were introduced by a lifestyle, by a hype, you will always be an impatient person who is always trying to get to your destination faster. You will always ignore process and growth. You will always try to become rich overnight instead of becoming rich over time.
Wow.
Because the way you were introduced and who introduced you is affecting your mindset and is affecting your growth. Now, having said that, I'm going to come to this. Very important. Now we are about to go deep.
Wow, this is getting interesting.
Forex in the African and Nigerian space has 4 waves. There are 4 waves in this industry when it comes to the historical perspective of Forex trading. And each of these waves has impacts on the mindsets and on the people that were affected. Now, unfortunately, the 4 of these waves are actually in operation. And we are in the 4th wave. Listen carefully. We are in the 4th wave of Forex in this Forex industry in Nigeria and in Africa. And I'm going to come to that.
Wow.
And what is this wave? What are these waves? So Forex did not just come as an education. Please listen carefully. The people who designed this system, when you go to Europe, the emphasis is not investment. The emphasis is education. The emphasis in Europe is acquiring the skill through discipline, through patience, and through hard work on the charts. But in Africa and in Nigeria, it is not the same. So when Nigerians who got the glimpse of Forex in Europe, when they got the glimpse of Forex in Europe and they saw people were making thousands and millions of dollars, especially hedge funds and individuals. The people who brought Forex to Nigeria first, I'm talking particularly Nigeria, okay?
Yeah.
The people who brought Forex to this space, what happened was that when they saw it, they did not bring the education system of Forex into the country. They looked at the benefits, they left the process. They looked at the benefits, they left the price. So when they came, they were concerned about extracting money. So they started what is called puzzle scheme.
Really?
So the first wave of the Forex industry in Nigeria and in Africa is the puzzle scheme wave.
Wow.
So most people do not understand. That is why Nigeria are prompt to respond to puzzle scheme than real trading. So many people right now are now suspicious of what real trading is, because that wave corrupted the mind and the people's belief system. So when these people came into Nigeria, they used Forex as the frontier. These are Nigerians I'm talking about.
Okay.
They use Forex as the frontier to sell to people that, listen to me guys, you can make up to 50 to 100% per month if you invest with us.
Wow. Using Forex.
Using Forex. So Forex was used as the face in that wave. In the Ponzi scheme wave. But it was a Ponzi scheme. Now, how do you know a Ponzi scheme from real investment? In a Ponzi scheme, the market is not the product. The hype and the promises of high return is the product. So they take from Peter to pay Paul. So there is never any product that is trading. There's no market that is trading. So they just tell people, guys, we are into Forex, we are into this, and you are going to make millions. And they take advantage of the greed in people just to get them in. And because many gullible minds want to make money, and because they want to make money, they don't care about process. They don't care about growth. They don't care about skill. They don't even care about what happened behind closed door with their money. So what they do is they now give this money and are expecting 50% return. So when the Ponzi scheme wave came into Nigeria, it came in the name of Forex they saw abroad and in most African countries. But instead of teaching about Forex and the market and the skill, they rather took the form of Ponzi scheme to exploit and take money from people.
Wow.
So there was no product. The product was the promises, the high return, and the hype. So the Ponzi scheme wave came. And the Ponzi scheme wave destroyed a lot of people. Many people lost their life.
Still destroying a lot of people.
They lost their property, and it's still on. Remember, I want to say this. No wave I'm going to mention has ended. There's only a transition.
Wow.
From one wave to the other. So it's a transition. We are adding more waves upon wave. So in the Ponzi scheme wave, you see people just build a platform, they put money there, and then they forgot that this is coding and programming. And then they are happy, and later 1 month, 2 months, they can withdraw their money. So you see Nigerians again and again, like CBS, the last one, 1.3 trillion. Yes. People never learn because the quest for quick money, to be rich overnight, instead of to be rich over time, is what drives people's greed. And the Ponzi scheme wave feed on that greed. Which system in the world can give you 50% every month in your investment? Did you ever see the banking system and institution doing that? No. The bank has the biggest set of investments over the years and time, even hedge funds. But these people promises 8 to 12% in a year per annum, and they are still stable. You know why? Because the system and structure is in place and it is dependable. So people take billions of naira and dollars to go and do a fixed deposit, to go and do all manner of things, because the bank understands this thing and they are regulated. Okay. So they do not hype people. They do not promise you and say, okay, look, if you deposit this, you are going to get 100%, 50%, 100%. No, they are not a wonder bank. Are you understanding me now? But the people who started the first wave came with a wonder bank mindset. Now, it is true, few people got money from it. But now it started developing a faulty psychology. Wow. A faulty mindset that is being transmitted, it is being transmitted over time into people, which became a generational faulty mindset in trading. What mindset? That brought the mindset of get quick, rich scheme. So when people come, you see the idea of flipping, they are all with the roots of the Ponzi scheme.
It has a history.
It has a history on it. It is not just something people came into by mistake. Somebody introduced it because he wanted to make money. So when the Ponzi scheme mindset came, remember, the market was not the product. The hype, the promises, and the high return was the product. Then the Ponzi scheme began to fade as many people began to get scared. And some professionals and experts begin to investigate the Forex market within that space. And then they begin to feel, I think we could do the real stuff. Instead of we to just take money and promise Peter and promise Paul, and in 1, 2, 3 months, you take everybody money, go collapse, people are crying everywhere and stuff like that. They said to themselves, we need to go and study this. So a lot of people went abroad to study, few people, went abroad to study trading from the real environment, enrolled into trading courses
to get the
education to come back for the markets. Remember, there were no issues like YouTube where people, information like that, where people in social media can learn. There was, there was limited information.
Yes.
I don't know if you are getting me, Patrick.
Yes,
so because of that, you discover that when these people came back, they now learned a lot. But the problem is this. This now led us to the investment wave. From the Ponzi scheme wave, we now transition into the second wave, which is the investment wave. These people who have learned but not learned enough. These people who have learned, they are byproduct of the Ponzi scheme wave. Now they needed to become hybrid.
Wow.
So the difference is this. They now want to use the market as the product.
Okay.
So they learned but no capital. They saw opportunity for people to make money, for them to make money, and then they established investment. This is how the investment wave started. So the Forex investment ideology did not just come. It came because a lot of people who were part of the leadership and team of the Ponzi scheme wave saw that this business is lucrative. People can become millionaires. So they got the education abroad, got the training, came back, but lacked mastery. They were not patient to grow because the aim was not to make money from the market. They didn't stay with the market long enough until they gained mastery. They now open an investment.
Okay.
And because they opened an investment, they took the money they collected from the public and invested it in the market, and the market took it from them.
Wow.
So they lost the money to the market. Unlike the Ponzi scheme guys till date, who doesn't lose the money to the market, but take the money to themselves. But the investment wave, so listen, many companies that closed were genuine companies, but they failed because of lack of competence, mastery in the investment part. So when they came in, part of the reason, innocent, why they failed was because the problem that was orchestrated by the Ponzi scheme wave of expectation, high expectation on returns, was the challenge they faced. So they could not correct the faulty foundation.
Which led to another bigger problem.
Putting pressure on the trader to deliver high. So you now saw the investment wave. They now promised 30% because they were trying to maintain
the wave
of the Ponzi scheme, but now with the market. And they forgot the market does not have respect for your promises.
Wow.
The market is king, and the market will humble you. So when they went there, the market took the money because they had to over leverage the capital to meet that expectation. So they got to draw down. Now, they did not just die suddenly. They used money from the existing capital and other people bringing him to pay existing clients until it could no longer balance with the loss that they are having from the market. So it was not sustainable. Okay. So the investment wave began to collapse. At the same time, it continues. And then the investment wave actually had serious implications. And one of those implications with the investment and the Ponzi scheme wave was, number one, it actually led many people to prison.
Wow.
There are a lot of traders today that are in jail and under trial because they were swept off by the investment and Ponzi scheme wave. So they got themselves into this thing, took billions of naira investment from clients and the public without even being licensed. The same mistake somebody watching is doing now. So many people just learn Forex 6 months. You that learned Forex for just 2 weeks because you went to one education, Sniper Academy. Now you say gold is your best favorite pair. You are joking.
You're collecting money from your
How can gold be your favorite pair for just 3 weeks of coming to Forex? You didn't even see any pair to go and start with. Is the mighty gold. God will humble you, I can assure you that. Then you did not just stop there. You now added it with investment by collecting money from people because you feel gold produces a lot of money very fast. Many people who trade gold are bleeding, not because gold is bad, because people are actually making money accidentally, not because they have consistent, profitable strategy on gold. Okay? Yes. So that is the problem. God cannot just be your favorite. Now, I want to say this before I continue. Hello, traders. My name is Sir MJ Young. I'm the founder of FX Oracle AI Global, and I'm here to introduce you to the funded program Africa, which is called the 7G Network. I want to introduce you to our academy and our sponsorship program. This program is specially designed to actually help you achieve your Forex dream from a beginner to finished. But here is the key thing, right? The program, the starters program, the beginner 7G academic program for starters and for existing traders actually costs $250, but you are not paying it. The funded program is going to send the money to your wallet for you to pay for that program. The only thing you need to do to qualify for this program is simply, number one, you have to open a trading account with one of the partnering broker and sponsors of the funded program scholarship. Number two, you also have to fund that account with a minimum of $20 and above. This is your sign of commitment to yourself. You are not giving us the money. This is a sign that you are serious, and this qualifies you for the $250 for the funded program scholarship course. Remember, the $250 is simply to pay for your course. We will send the money to your wallet once we verify that you have credited your own personal trading account with the Octa FX using our link. It is going to be amazing. You're going to be introduced to how trading works. You are going to be introduced to the main thing that you need to know about trading. This promises to be great. Remember, this is the only program where you don't pay money. Outside of that, we will also be sponsoring you for another advanced program with maybe one of the top 5 Forex traders in Nigeria by the funded program. But that is going to come later after you have done your beginners class with us. Remember, do not give anybody money. You only qualify for the scholarship, and you need to do it now. The August program is starting right now. To join this program and get more of inquiry, where you can have access to my to our training and free mentorship for now, you need to go to the description button and join the WhatsApp group ASAP as fast as possible. We are going to be receiving you, and we are going to be enrolling you in the program. Remember, you must have a $20 minimum above to fund your personal trading account. That is not a fee. That is not the money you give to us. After you do that, we will send you the $250, which you can't withdraw, but only use to actually subscribe. Make sure you join right now before it is too late. Thank you. As a Forex trader, you must break your loyalty to a pair if it's not working for you. There are a lot of Forex traders that are so loyal to a pair that they do not care if other pairs can even pay them money. If it is not that pair making money, they are not satisfied. It must be gold. I'm a gold trader, gold digger.
Even when their account is bleeding.
Even when their account is bleeding. The gold is digging their grave. They say they are gold diggers. Is that okay? I trade gold. I trade it, and I'm successful in it. So I'm not condemning it. I'm saying this is the problem. So people open investment and stuff like that. and the rest. People who just came in, people who have never seen 5 million naira, 10 million, $10,000, $20,000 in their life, suddenly begin to collect money. Let me tell you something. Look, it takes many investments did not fail in this investment wave just because they were bad experts or manager of the market mastery. It is also because it takes more than just mastering the skill to manage people's funds. See, there's a difference between trading your money and trading other people's money.
Wow, really?
When you are trading your money, you can take any risks and be okay. When you are trading other people's funds, there is already a promise of delivery.
So it forces you to.
So it forces you to go beyond, to meet with that promises. And if you do not meet up with that, it's going to come with pressure. So not everybody has the psychology and the emotional intelligence to manage other people's funds. So you can even be a good trader, but it's not a license to manage people's funds. Number two, you can be successful with small capital. It's not also a license to manage big capital. Big capital comes with a different psychology.
Wow.
So somebody who is making 10%, trading $100 or maybe 50%, but is making $100. See, listen to me. There's difference between making, if you deposit $100 and you made $50. Don't tell yourself you made 50%. You made $50. Even though mathematically is 50%, but in the forex market, that is not true. The reason is because when you deposited it, you probably saw a $50 drawdown to $70 drawdown before the market turned back and came for you. Because the money is small as a capital, the psychology to manage it was not much. You didn't need enough psychology. You could go to sleep. You could still be talking to other people. You could take that risk. But I want you to imagine it was a $1 million portfolio. Do you know what it means to use a 50 lot size? The spread alone can give you a sleepless night.
Wow.
So if you do that and use 200 lot exhausting it, or 100 lot exhausting it altogether, you might see a pullback that is showing you 100,000 or 50,000 drawdown. You will discover that you are already scared even with $10,000 as negative, because your mind was not trained to handle big capital. So mastering skill alone does not just qualify you to manage other people's money. You must be able to have mastered your emotion to be able to manage yourself and your health and the health of other people and their expectation. So the investment wave failed because of this lack of mastery, high promises on return, which they could not bring down, and a lot of things. Apart from that, there is a third reason it failed. Many of the people who came into it were not already rich. They were poor people who saw opportunity of multiplying money with forex market. So immediately people started depositing money, and they started seeing thousands and millions of naira and dollars. Immediately, they increased their lifestyle. They forgot it is investors' fund. So they took it, some started buying a lot of big cars, house, traveling. They were no longer concentrating on anything again. They were expecting the market to return that money to them. So they ran into problem of managing this whole thing.
Wow.
So you see, there is a lot for that. So the investment, era and wave affected many people who came into trading. This is where faulty foundations started coming from. Expectations and the rest. When they now saw that that wave was fading away, people from there now also developed the good appetite and said, no, now we know Forex is workable. What we need is more knowledge and accurate knowledge. Then they now establish what I call the education wave.
Okay.
The Forex education, which is the third wave.
Okay.
This is now where people felt, I don't want to go to prison. I don't want to manage people's money. What should I do now? Let me establish a Forex academy so that I can collect money for courses, train people. At least I become rich that way.
Okay.
So that is why many people now have academies. So you hear Sniper Academy. You know, in Forex industry, people have names that they have not, they can't live up to. You know, in the Forex industry, you hear name as though it's a court. So somebody says sniper trader, Sniper Academy. Now, Sniper has drank Sniper. But you need to be careful because this is not, there's nothing wrong with it. Because a lot of these guys, after trying the market, they discovered that the market was more than what they thought. I want to say this, guys, never underestimate the markets. No matter your strategy, never underestimate the market. You must come to the market each day with a bulletproof psychology to expect the unexpected. Because the market can come with a surprise. So don't let your strategy give you overconfidence.
I would like to ask a question. You spoke about coming to the market with a new psychology every single day.
Yes.
Right? Does that mean you cannot be able to master the market? Is it possible to master trading?
You can master the market and master trading, but you must master the uncertainty that comes in that environment.
Okay.
There are brokers that have shut down simply because of certain event and incident that happened in the Forex market, and they never had enough liquidity, especially big book brokers.
Wow.
In-house dealing brokers. And people made money they couldn't pay. They had to close down.
Wow.
You see it now. So you must, as a trader, every day, you cannot depend on your last week performance. This is why they tell you past performance is not a guarantee of future performance. The broker knows why they put that. Number two, this is why they tell you trading is risky and comes with a lot of risks, and you can lose your fund and more than your fund. Why do you think broker put that disclaimer? It's so that you can come with the right mindset. Because the market is always there. You can master the market. This is why risk management is important and a lot of training is important. You see it now?
Yes.
So when we come to trading, you need to understand. So that gave birth to the what? Education wave.
Okay.
So we now got into where educators established academy and said, I don't want to go to prison again. I don't want to do investment. People came out of that investment thing. They saw the trouble that is associated with it. They came out of it and now start training people to now learn the market and they collect fee.
Okay, just to ask, is that the era we are in right now? Because
yes, we are in two eras. The third era is the major era that we are in. Wow. I will come to the fourth era, which is dominating the industry now. But you now see academy, a lot of academy. Forex academy in Nigeria is more than university institutions. The number of Forex academy we have, everybody, somebody just come to a trader, land after 2 weeks, then he go back and open his own academy because there's no regulation. Then he start charging fee because even his mentor did not show him proof of track record of making money from the market. So if got to find out that the mentor makes money from courses rather than the Forex market, this is about $7 trillion market, and everybody is avoiding the real question product. The whole of this era is running from the main thing, which is the market.
Wow.
So you see different academy. Is academy wrong? No, I have one. Okay, but it's not wrong. The problem is this: the people who establish this academy just come for money, and that is the problem. You don't see proven strategy. You don't see anything. You just see people establish academy and tell you, take this course, take that course, and then they just go. And many of the people who are having academy do not trade.
Wow.
Many Forex people who own academy cannot show you proof of trading. They have tried the market, and the market has humbled them again and again. And now they are living from academy. Does that mean academy is wrong? No, Forex academy is not wrong. It still transfers skill and learning to people. Now, with the academy wave, people now discover that at a point you are getting what? Exhausted to the exhaustion level.
Okay.
This is the level where the entering rate is now low on you. So maybe before you will get 50 people in a month. Later, you started getting 20 people in a month. Either because your influence could not bring them, or people began to discover that this thing is just, this is not working. That brings me to an important thing. Many Forex strategy people are trading is just a recycling of the same thing and strategy with different name. Wow. I call it the Forex baptism. Where people give, if you study smart money concept, all of these concepts have been. In fact, there is nothing new in the Forex industry. Let me say it again.
Wow.
There is nothing new except new names. So I can come out with a name and tell you this name is Bazuzu strategy. And then you come and find out that it's support and resistance. You see it again. Now, you are paid for support and resistance.
Without knowing.
Without knowing. But I package support and resistance and baptize it. And it came out with Bazuzu strategy. Under Sniper Academy. Then I use a demo account and be flaunting it and say the Bazuzu strategy is working, is the best. This is like a fisherman going to the river. And then the fisherman has to get earthworm to call as a bet to call the fish. When you finish eating it, you discover there is a hook. It is your money people are after in most cases. You discover that it's the same course you did somewhere. That person got the course, repackage it, and rename it, which is the Forex baptism, and you bought it. Please, tell us in the comment section, how many courses did you thought it was a new course? And you bought it only to find out it was the same thing that was recycled idea. You have known. They package it. That is the power of marketing.
Wow. So
this industry has become something else. So you need to be careful. You need to investigate. Now, please, you need to go to my channel. Okay? You need to go to Sir MJ Young FX. Okay? Channel. Sam MJ Young FX, because you're going to see my video. I'll be talking about how to know the right mentor to follow.
Okay, I'll be leaving the link to his channel in the description of this video.
Of course, you can even put it now, okay? So that you go and check, how do I select the right mentor? And how do I know I have been with the wrong mentor? This is not a call for you to come to me for mentorship.
That's a very troubling question.
It's a troubling one. And you are going to be shocked about what I'm going to tell you.
Pick the right mentor.
How to pick the right mentor, how to know you are on the wrong track. Okay? And who is a mentor? What is a mentor supposed to do? There, I will also be talking about the 4 people you must pay for you to be successful.
Okay.
And the journey of a successful trader. What is that journey? What does it look like?
I think our viewers will be so interested to.
Oh, of course, it's going to be amazing. I'll be glad to really help a lot of people.
All right.
So coming back to it, you discover that there is a recycling of what? Of strategy. They recycle it and tell you smart money. They recycle it and tell you ICT. They recycle it and give it any name. And we are buying and recycling the same thing. Let me tell you, the name does not make the strategy valid. The strategy will produce the same results. Now, I have not mentioned condemnation of any strategy. I'm talking about the academy era, where education is more promoted than the market.
Wow.
When people are making millions of dollars, listen to me, you can join it. But can I say this to you? It is important. Why I'm saying this is not to discourage people from the academy, like myself, educators. I'm saying it because if you are interested in becoming successful and you don't want to join the 95%, you must know these waves and you must investigate it and you must have ability to discern them so that you will be able to tell if this person is just in to get money or is truly impacting knowledge. Is that okay?
Yes.
So this academy era, when they begin to see the what, the short, the dropping, it begin to get exhausted. A lot of people started coming in, and how did they come in? From their mentors. So they saw their mentor told them, you see, man, if you want to make money, start like this, and the rest. Nothing wrong with it. You know why? Because remember, people must always raise money. And they will raise money as capital.
Yes.
And training others by leveraging on your skill for pay, for a price, is another way to what? To raise capital for yourself.
Okay.
I just want to be sure you are in the right place.
Yes.
Is that okay now?
Yes.
So the Ponzi scheme wave without product, where lifestyle, where hype, promises, and high ROI was the product, not the market. That wave led to what? The investment wave, where the market became the product, but no mastery. You see it now?
No education.
No education. And it began to collapse and transition into the third wave, where we now got to the education wave, where academy is now being established. And now, when the academy is now has become this thing, a lot of people now saw that no. I think there is more to Forex. People want to come in. People want to learn. So the hype is much on social media because we're in the digital age. Everybody, especially in Africa and in a country that does not work or is not working, the economy is not solid. People are looking for alternative, what is called the plan B system. So I have a job, I need a plan B. A plan B is something by the side to give me money to support me so that I can pay my bills and also I can become rich. You see it now.
Okay.
So when we now, so Forex Academy became a plan B, and people saw that Forex is now like a plan B, a side hustle. And then it gave birth to the current wave that is more than the academy wave.
Okay, before you go to the next wave, I know you have a lot to say. In the second wave, which is the investment wave,
yes,
you talk about people going into the investment without mastery of the market. And then now you spoke about the education wave. Do you think there's mastery in the education wave currently?
No.
So we
There is
still don't have mastery.
See, Patrick, Forex is still a baby in Nigeria and in Africa.
Why do you say that?
Forex is still at the embryo level in Nigeria and in Africa. This statement will shock you.
Why do you
investigate it? I want you to forget all the hypes on the social media. Forex is still, real Forex trading is still at its elementary level in Nigeria and in Africa. This is why we hardly have hedge fund and licensing to manage fund.
Wow. Because
we are even yet to master emotional intelligence and the psychology and discipline to handle our own self and money. More or less, the funds from the public. So you see the matter of mastery despite education. Remember, because I'm going somewhere with the 4 waves in this history, because I'm going somewhere with it.
Okay.
Now, remember, you must know something, that when you are in a journey and that journey is wrong and in the wrong direction, speed is not an advantage. Right?
Yes.
Now, the fact that we are opening more academy is not a sign that we are gaining mastery. We are only recycling what we have been taught that even have faults. That there is a fault with that system, without model. We are now spreading it the more, therefore causing more problem and prolonging more people joining. Why do you think many traders joining are prolonged in this industry? It is because of the activity of most academy, most quack forex trader who have opened academy just because we want to eat, we want to make money, we want to extract money from people. And we transfer the faulty knowledge from the faulty transition. So there is yet to be serious mastery. And the problem is because we don't have a defined syllabus. To become an engineer, there is a body of knowledge that you are expected to be exposed to. And you pass through that process. And after some years, maybe 5 years or 6, you become what? An engineer. To become a doctor, there is a body of a set of professional knowledge. It is structured. That knowledge is not open and left for anybody to legislate on at will. That knowledge is structured. When you come there, you go through that process and you become a medical doctor. So we know what you will become by by the accuracy of the knowledge, body of knowledge you are exposed to. And we know what you become at the end of the program. But you see, in Forex, there is no such structured knowledge. And remember, it's nobody's fault because this is an industry. And this is an industry where I said the market does not make rule for anybody. We are all trading somebody's ideology and model and rules. You now see it now.
Yes.
So every academy is a byproduct of somebody's mindset. If that mindset and ideology is faulty, you inherit that faultiness as a student.
And you pass it on.
And you pass it on to the next generation. So you can have generational ignorance with fault. You can have generational knowledge that is faulty with serious gap. And people believe they are traders just because they are 10 years in the industry. Let me tell you, ability to press the buy and sell button does not make you a trader.
Wow.
Ability to even a 4-year-old child can press the buy button, can press the sell button. That you execute trade came out. You saw Ochimoko. You saw whatever. You saw resistance. You saw doesn't make you a professional trader, an expert trader. I'm saying this on this show. So this is the problem. So people inherit this faulty knowledge, faulty foundation, faulty psychology, faulty transition. And then they pass it on by extending more academy. Because they try the market, it's not workable. Now, let me ask you a question. If the academy is a solution, why do you think we still have 95% failure? The reason is because the people who learned from most academy took what they learned to the market and tested it in the real market. And the market proved that that system, that is a strategy, not a trading system. And it is not profitable consistently. But that strategy was hype and backed up by lifestyle trading, which I am coming to. The fourth wave in the Forex industry in Nigeria and Africa, which is the lifestyle marketing and trading. Please listen carefully. The lifestyle is a new industry and a wave. It's a new market out of the Forex market.
Wow.
That industry and market cap is huge. It can buy any car and give you any life. Because now people need to now back up what they are doing that is faulty with a lifestyle. So that they can prove to you that Forex works. And their strategy is working so that more money comes in. Remember, I'm not condemning. I am exposing. We are here to bring balance to the industry. That is my mission. 2, we are here to bring clarity to the industry. And 3, we are here to bring something that is workable and sustainable in the industry. Because Forex is the most beautiful industry you can find anywhere.
Absolutely.
So you see, so we now came into the what? The lifestyle wave. It is now a wave in Nigeria, South Africa, other parts of the country. You go to UK, you hardly see them. Most people who flaunt things, they are real traders that can prove it to you. But you know, here, we show you one trade and then show you a car. Now, because this is a poverty nation and continent, poverty has been weaponized in every industry. So poverty becomes the tool. We now sell promises. We now sell hype.
Dreams.
We now sell dreams. And then it is backed up with lifestyle. So if you do not have a car of 200 million naira or $200,000, you are not a successful or profitable trader. So this is MJ. You must have seen the White House. And then this is MJ. You now said, okay, I'll come and tell you a day in the life of a forex trader. When people shoot a day in the life of a forex trader, what do you see? You see them coming out of a Lamborghini. You see them wake up in a very luxurious, build a house, then they brush their teeth, and then they go into their cars, and then all them they have a trip. And now some people even go to a hotel and pay just to match up lifestyle to what they are doing. You see it now. So the pressure comes in when these four waves come together. And now you see a day in the life of a forex trader. Now a trader that is making $100, $200 per month can no longer have a day in the life of a forex trader because it has been sold to him or her that if you do not have this kind of a car or this kind of a house or come out of this kind of a building, you are not profitable and you do not have a day. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to me. Listen to me.
This is really intense.
Every time you wake up from that one room, it's a day in the life of a forex trader. MJ Young is telling you, don't let anybody cloud your judgment. You are doing well.
That you need to have Lamborghini.
That you need to have Lamborghini, big houses. They are good. I want you to know that every day is a day in the life of a forex trader. Wow. When you wake up and you drink your gari, drink it with joy because that is part of a day in the life of a forex trader. Let me tell you, take your pure water. If you cannot afford bottled water, it is a day. The best day of a forex trader life is not the day when I build house, have my trip. It was the day when I was able to stay alone and come out of my struggle through discovering of a working strategy and discipline.
Wow.
That hard work is the foundation. It's not shown. So it is a day in the life of a forex trader, Patrick. If you don't have chicken to eat, you can still put whatever you have to eat on your social media. This social, you see now, Patrick, you don't like what I'm saying? They don't like what I'm saying.
I'm not sure they like what
you don't. No. Let's get straight into this.
But this is the Patrick Money Show. We need to get the truth out.
Nobody display failure on social media.
Very true.
Have you ever seen failure on social media? There is none of your secondary school mates, your university mates that have ever displayed their failure on social media. They can borrow somebody's car and snap and say God is good. They can go to somebody's house and see it and snap and say, in fact, this is profitable trader's life. Meanwhile, they are staying in one room. I don't want to be sarcastic. I want you to be proud of your journey. As a forex trader, every part of your journey is an investment to your success.
Wow.
If you do not keep a track record, but you go to archive it, just because somebody is putting pressure on you with his own car, with his everything, with money and stuff like that, you will miss it. The focus is your journey and the market. I want you to pay attention to that. It is you, the trader. That is your day. Nobody shows failure. Everybody is successful in trading. So who are the 95% that are losing?
Everybody is winning.
Everybody is winning on their WhatsApp status. Everybody is winning on their Telegram trade. Everybody is winning on their Instagram post. Everybody is winning on their Facebook. So I'm asking you a question. Where did we get the 95% failure?
Serious question.
If everybody is winning on social media, no failure trade. Now, MJ, does that mean you are encouraging us to post our failure? No, it will discourage people. I'm trying to make sure that you focus on your journey properly and do not let people put pressure on you, because it will impact your psychology and in turn, it will impact your journey. So we have this failure because of this. If I wake up today morning, it's a day in the life of a forex trader. You need to be proud. There are people today that cannot showcase their mother because they feel they have not made it enough. Success is a journey. Celebrate every milestone you hit. Don't wait. There is no destination for success. Because as long as you are alive, you have not arrived in your journey. You must still be going up. So I am saying this because everything we are in the lifestyle wave. It's a big market and industry. So if you see MJ in Dubai, you see MJ in Japan, you see MJ in that, I want you to know there's nothing wrong. I have right to enjoy my money. Every forex trader have right to enjoy the fruit of their labor, their money. But I want you to know that should not be the reason why you should think down on yourself and on your journey. Your $100 account is doing well, making $20. That is 20%. I want you to grow from there. You may not have a strategy problem. You may just only have a capital problem. But you don't know, because social media has made you see money, that big traders are making big money. You forgot the account size. Now you are putting pressure on your $500 and $1,000 just to meet up, and you keep losing. Now let me talk about this. One of the problems about this present wave is the fact that people now seek social validation. Many traders are a failure because of the quest for social validation, the pressure to prove a point, I'm a good trader. Forex is like a lion. When the lion is in a cage and somebody is threatening the lion, you do not need to protect the lion. You only need to open the cage. The lion is able to protect itself. What I'm saying is, you don't need to defend Forex. You don't need to prove Forex is working. You need to get yourself off this pressure, social media validation, and pay the price. Because if you don't pay the price sequentially, you will pay the price consequentially. I want to say that again. If you don't pay the price sequentially, you will pay it consequentially. There is a sequence to paying the price. That means you must cure your faulty mindset about the understanding of this industry and not let pressure. Don't inherit the faulty foundation that came from these four ways. It makes everybody look down on consistency with little return. Instead of growing capital, we just want to blow. This is why many forex traders are failing. Let me tell you, we are very good traders in Nigeria. The problem is they don't know they are good because the lifestyle show and marketing put pressure on them to always blow their account by increasing lots above their account balance. Are you seeing it, Patrick? Yes. So, guys, you must focus on your journey. Thank God for other people that have made it. Oh, thank God for MJ Young, he has made it. But focus on your journey. I'm a successful trader, so I'm not campaigning for anything. But I'm here to help you in your journey. Like I said, I'm a forex therapist. That means my duty is to diagnose your problem. And I'm looking at your problem right now. You don't even have a strategy problem. You have a capital problem. You don't even have, some of you, a capital problem. You have a trading psychology problem. Some of you, you have a social media problem. And every time you look at the post on the Telegram of one mentor, you go back and break your trading rules.
Wow.
You change your lot size. Let me ask you a question. Why do you think you are in a group where they post 10 signals every day? What market is that? 10 10 signals every day, 20 signals, 50 signals, activities here and there. Meanwhile,
Profits.
Your trading strategy only permit 2 trades in a week. You were doing well until you now transition into one mentor adverts. How I turn $1,000 to $10 million. You like this. This industry, that is the wave for you, the lifestyle wave. The wave that draw people into the academy. The wave that draw people into subscription. And then you now understand this. So when you came in there, you now just joined the group because you wanted to do more. Remember, your strategy was profiting with 2 signal or 1 in a week. That was the best you could do. Instead of discipline is an ability for you to stay with your current level until you have grown it.
Wow.
Discipline is your ability to stay patiently with your current level until you have grown it. That means it is indiscipline to try to do what you have not grown to, because it takes growth to manage any level in life.
Wow.
So if you are not at the level of staying in a duplex, you go to rent a duplex to impress people, you will not be able to pay the second year rent. When you are not at the level of buying a Lamborghini, you buy it, you will later sell it. So discipline is that ability that you can be able to actually stay. You can resist the pressure to try to impress and to try to look like another person level.
So can you speak more about discipline when it comes to trading?
Because the discipline in trading, you see, the indiscipline, like I am even putting it, is coming from pressure. Where now you have a system that is tested, but now you are not satisfied because you saw somebody system that is giving 50 signals in a day. I saw somebody interviewed a lady, a Forex trader for that matter. I'm saying it on air because I don't care. And she said a trading group for Forex market, she give 100 signal every day. 100. And every day you are going to make a minimum of around $5,000. I say,
is that possible?
No, everything is possible.
100.
Don't bring about possibility. Just talk about foolishness, stupidity, and all of that. Now, signals. I said 100 signals every day. Are you a robot?
Which market is that?
Which market? What are you trading? You are entering, is it binary? You are entering 1 minute. You know, all manner of things because people want to sell.
You have people in that group.
And now, many people rush to that group. Instagram, 50,000 followers, group, 200,000, all of them hustling and trying to get $5,000 every day. And I like, wow. And I said, when did this industry got spoiled like this? When did we started having prostitute in this industry? Now frontier Forex signal to people while they are doing prostitution. What nonsense is this? Because a professional trader cannot talk like that. Now, when you see that and you go to that group, they are going to put TP smash, TP smash, TP smash. The group is smashing TP with 200,000 people. They can't open it for testimonial. If you are too dumb to understand this, how can you beat the brightest mind that designed the market? You see it now. Now, you now go dissatisfied with your what? Your strategy that gives you 2 signal in a week or 1, yet is profitable. You now tweak the strategy to get more signal. You said, no, I must get 10 signal. No problem. Is it not you, John? The market will humble you. It's waiting for you.
Sorry if your name is John.
I'm not sorry anyway. Maybe Patricom is. John can be anybody. You are a trader, you are John. That's far I'm concerned. So you go back, tweak it, and then the market flog you again. Because
you're back to
square one. Meanwhile, you are following people you have never met in real life, proof trading to you. You forgot that most of them, it is about the show. This is now becoming a show business. Let me tell you something. Forex involves lifestyle, but lifestyle is not Forex trading. Wow. That means you make money, it's good to show people it works. Now, let me balance this. As a trader, you must understand that you draw inspiration from a lifestyle trader. That means the flamboyant life tells you how you should live when you make money. But you must protect your psychology against pressure and indiscipline because there's a process to attaining everything.
Wow.
You see it now. There's a process. If you don't manage it, it will put more pressure. You become impatient and you never get there. But to attain results, you must be disciplined. That discipline must come from you. Your ability to say no. You see it now. Now, this brings me to something very important. So when you now join, many people are failure. Their indiscipline and poor psychology management is coming from the fact that they are in one Forex group that is always posting signals and wins, and nobody is explaining anything to them. 10 Forex group, only you one. How do you want to succeed? Did you go to 10 university at a time? This is an institution. Have respect for yourself. Invest in your journey. So the 4 waves in the Forex industry in Nigeria and in Africa that have brought a faulty foundation and mindset that now prolong the journey of the Forex trader is what we are discussing. The Ponzi scheme wave, transition into the investment wave, transition into the education wave, transition into the lifestyle trading market wave.
I think all traders need to understand this.
If you don't understand that, you pay anybody money without proof. If you don't understand that, you will know the business of this industry. You'll be a victim.
We need to talk about, maybe in your YouTube channel, you can tell us 4 people we need to pay.
Yes, I'm going to be talking about that. You're the one interviewing me there, of course. You're going in the dark truth. We'll talk about that. Okay. But let me tell you guys, it is very important we know this. You now see how important this wave is.
Yes.
With this wave come faulty mindset. Now, let me draw a conclusion with this, Patrick.
Okay.
When people now inherit this mindset, the implication is this. You now come to Forex with high expectation beyond what your strategy can deliver. You now see promises that you like to get, and yet they don't have what it takes to give to you. So when you come to the Forex market with this faulty foundation, it's difficult for people like me to talk to you.
Wow.
Most traders that are victim of this wave, you cannot correct them.
They don't want to hear this.
They will argue with you at the comment section. They will argue with you everywhere on social media, yet they can't pay their bills. They are arguing with people that have achieved far more than them. Because of what? They are byproduct of this wave. They will defend it, and it will prolong your journey. Here's the thing, Patrick. Every prolonged journey is a byproduct of a wave. Every prolonged journey in Forex. If you see somebody recycling or going around in one cycle for years, it's not producing. It's a byproduct of this. You must break out of this wave successfully and know what to do. MJ, why it look like you are bringing a revolution? Let me tell you, actually, yes. You know why? They told you to think inside the box, within the box first. Then a generation came that saw that there's something wrong with the box thinking. Then they started thinking outside the box. Now I want to bring a new law to you. Why are we still thinking why the box is around? Now you need to think without the box. Destroy the box. Let this status quo, let this old thing, let it die. Come back and sit down. Think yourself. Where are the 95% failure coming from? People are not too dumb. People are not too bad in learning. It's a transfer of faulty mindset and curriculum and perspective in trading. Therefore, we are mass producing failures.
Wow.
You must first break out of this faulty system before you can start your journey successfully in profitable trading. So profitable trading will not start from the market. It will start with you. This mindset must go off. If not, if I take you to the market and point something to you, this mindset will interrupt it. It will fight it. You see it now, and then you become nothing. You are arguing with people that can show you the chart. Let me say this, innocent. The market is the only product in the industry. Every other business built around it is just to help and support us.
Not even an academy?
Not even an academy. It's just to help to transfer knowledge, to build people, raise capital, and create legacy. But the real and only product remain the market. The 7 point trillion dollars market globally is challenging every one of us every day. He said, I dare you, come today and take $100. You too, you know how far. You have sweated from beginning to end. At the end of the month, you cannot bring $100 out of the market. Out of 7 point something trillion dollars market, it keeps challenging you. How many mentors say they are good traders, they cannot trade profit? I don't like the rules, excuses. How many mentors cannot do copy trading? You know why? You think they don't like money? Say, no. Copy trading, me, I don't do copy trading because of what? But you have an academy. Because copy trading will expose the flaws of the mentor. There is nothing wrong with a mentor exposing his flaw. We are all learning in the market. I'm not the perfect hero in the market. No, we are learning. But your mentor will not do that. The expert will not do that. But he can train you to trade. You know why? Because if he goes to copy trading, while he's flipping account, you said, okay, my mentor, I've seen you flipped $50 to $1,000. I'm ready to lose my $50. At least if you try it 10 times, you succeed in one, $50 to $10,000, I'll be rich. Why not you put that money, all of us copy you in a broker, so that as you are doing it, 10,000 of us can have the experience. He will never do it, because you will see the 19 times and 20 times and 50 times he failed before one succeeded. And you must have gone out of that thing. You must have packed your load.
Wow.
He will not do it. I'm telling you.
Very interesting session with Sir MJ Young. Sir, before you go, I would like to ask you, you spoke very in-depthly about the 4 waves that actually play a significant role in the roadmap to success of a trader. Now, you mentioned something that I want to ask a question on. I would like to ask, psychology and the market, which one is more important? Because these 4 waves you mentioned it plays significant role in the psychology of the trader, and also you spoke about the market. So which is more important?
Patrick,
Sir,
your eyes and your ear, which one is more important?
they are both important.
That is my answer. You can't do without the other. It will create a gap. That gap will show and lead to your failure.
But most of the times we see they tell us trading is 80% psychology, 20% strategy.
Who made that rule? Someone. Anybody you submit your mind to, you inherit their limitation and their possibilities.
Wow.
So because of that, believe it, yes. But also believe that no matter your psychology, if you have a bad trading system, you cannot succeed. So psychology is not the cure for a bad trading system.
Okay.
And a bad trading system is not the cure for psychology. Everything, you must get it right.
Okay.
That is it. Innocent, I think I've spoken a lot on this one podcast. I mean,
you've actually spoken a lot.
Okay, I think it's enough for the time.
Guys, what do you think? There's so much to learn from Sir MJ Young, and I believe we should have another episode on this particular.
Yes, and just to add something, my $250 course scholarship is going on, and there have been amazing testimony from UK, from US, from Ireland,
different countries.
from Canada.
I was supposed to ask on that.
From Kenya, from Nigeria, Ghana, and the rest.
Yes.
Let me tell you guys, it is still on in this month. Now, people can still register. You are not paying me for a course.
Okay.
All you need to do, please listen carefully. You start failing when you don't pay attention, and you pay money without paying attention. Listen, all you need to do is to, number one, have a $20. And that $20 is going to be for your real life practical, which you will deposit with our recommended broker, who is a sponsor, part of the sponsor of this program. Okay, I'm not talking about the Patricon show. I'm talking about the Forex scholarship. Okay, so you do that deposit and you are qualified. Now, what do you stand to get? We will transfer the $250 to your wallet.
Okay.
And then you will pay for the cost. It's not a withdrawable money, so don't come to us saying, are we going to use the $250? Please stop thinking like that. This is first on what? For your cost. You invest in yourself before you invest on the market, in the market. So now your $21 is not to flipping or make you rich. It's for you to get real experience of the market. I don't have time to teach you with demo. Demo won't give you real connection to the experience of the market. Your money will. Is that okay? So that is what it is meant for. You will practice, and you better follow. You better maybe follow the link on the description button,
the link in the description.
You chat this WhatsApp number. Now it's going to be on the screen.
All right, we'll put it on the screen
for
them to chat.
You will come straight to me, not to our staff.
Okay.
So in case you want to talk to me, you want to say, please don't bring your family problem to me. Please. Okay? Just come, and then I will direct you, because I love to receive you, and I'm waiting for you. Patricon, thank you so much. Thank you so much
for coming on this podcast. And guys, you have heard it all. There's so much to learn, and we are definitely going to bring Sir MJ back on the show. And if you really enjoyed this podcast, make sure to subscribe. I'm also going to be dropping the name of Sir MJ Young's YouTube channel. He has officially opened a YouTube channel that you guys need to follow. A lot of interesting content, educational content that you need to watch. So make sure to like this video, and we'll see you in the next episode.